is super important in the beginning of the project as well. And this is where my clients usually get super surprised when I tell them that we need more people in the beginning. Because the usual ways, you have a small team and then you start growing. It used to be even common that people they get proud saying that, for example, they grew their business from 5 to 15 employees in a year, because that used to be a parameter, like you're growing your full-time employees team. But nowadays, if you're not talking about full-time employees, actually, very often it's in the initial stage when your team is bigger, because that is the moment when you are making all those important decisions. For example, if you want to decide on the technology stack you're going to use, this is something you want to know in the beginning. The software architecture, that's something that you want to know in the beginning. How are you going to go ahead and hire developers if you're not even sure which technology is the right one, and what kind of CVs you are actually looking for? So you need to hire a software architect. In my experience, I usually work up to 5 hours, which is like a very minimal amount of time, with a software architect, which is more than enough for me to land on this initial decision, like which tech stack we're going to use, which like high-level architecture we're going to have, and then I can go ahead and talk to the potential programmers on the project, etc. Sometimes it's important to talk to a legal expert, for example, if your product is about to disrupt a market that is very much regulated, right? So it's important to know that you're not doing something wrong from the very beginning. Sometimes it's also important to talk to the domain knowledge. For example, you are in the space of education. Maybe you can just have some chat with people who are in the education sector, just a couple of hours of consulting, just to make sure that you're on the right track. So this is all that's happening in the beginning. So sometimes it seems that in the initial phase, we have a team of maybe more than 10 people that we are collaborating at the moment. And then later on, when we are already focused on the development only, the team goes back to a smaller number of people who are doing the actual implementation. So there is this paradox of having more people in the beginning, but it's something that we can do nowadays because it became that easy to hire, contract, and collaborate with.